Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it.
Complete to Brandon Ayuk. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
38-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Complete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Tackles.
Garoppolo again. Flushed out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Christian McCaffrey.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 38, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
15.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers, nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Gould able to tack on the extra point.
14.
And it's now 14-0.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Wide receiver.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Shreds the tackle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
Look under, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Check. No.
Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Bud Dupree.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
That one goes for 24 yards.
You call it, we all it, baby.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a...
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the whip. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Deebo Samuel, incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Dances by him. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
He was taken down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Newton on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
First down, Panthers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Niners' 16-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Christian McCaffrey.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Panthers 21. 49ers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. On first down, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Check. 21. 13.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 24, Panthers 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are in position now with the lead in the 4th quarter of the NFC Championship game to become the first team ever to play a Super Bowl in their home stadium. And remember, this is a team that hadn't even been to the playoffs in more than a decade. So the turnaround will be complete if they can finish things off. And what a story it would be. From the 44. Garoppolo, and his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it's 3rd and 5.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Carolina.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to look deep for more. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
He was covered by
the Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Joey Sly lining up for.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Don't get nervous. 5:52. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards.
58 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score in special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
Here we go, here we go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score, Niners.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.